can actually come up and say, you know what, I want this to be formatted like everything else. I'm going to make this now a normal style. And now it's double spaced just like everything else in the same font. I just used my style guide up here to pick a different style. Good?
Good.
All right, now we're going to get to the hard part. And we've only got 13 minutes. So I think we're going to skip this, but normally on page 100, we would hit enter and we would type this next paragraph in. It's a lot of text, but I need to get through what we're going to do, so we're going to kind of pass up on this. I want to show you a couple of really cool little features. First of all, when you start doing your discussion questions, what are the minimum words for a discussion question? Anybody remember?
100.
And 50. You have to have, each discussion post should have 150 words in it. But you're not going to want to keep going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It does. Do it in Word and then copy and paste it in. That's what I would do, because Word shows us down here that we have 151 words. If I click on this, notice it brings up all my statistics for a word count. Shows me how many pages, all this wonderful stuff. I went bibbity bobbity right here. I clicked on this right here.
Oh, the words.
Yeah, you just click on that. It comes up. And we get those statistics. Good, so that shows us that. Now we want to insert our bibliography that we've done. So we're going to have to get onto a new page because our works cited, our references should always be on a new page. Can anybody tell me the shortcut key to get a brand new page to come up?
Control N.
No, that's a new document.
Control P.
That's the center. Control P is print. Control Enter is what we call a page break. So if I hit Control Enter, it automatically takes me to another page. And from there on out, if I come up here and watch, if I reveal my code so I can see what's happening, it tells me right here I have a page break. So I'm automatically going to go to the next page. Control Enter.
Page break.
Mine's not doing it.
You're doing
Are
something.
you still in the footnote?
Yeah, you got to be out of the footnote. You got to be out of the footnote. You got to be in the document body. Like I said, user error. No. Okay, so once we're in here, we want to go ahead and put our bibliography in. We did the page break. We're going to go ahead and just go up to references one more time. And now we're going to push this bibliography button, Tanya. We're going to click down. And in APA, you actually want to call it references. And I don't know why exactly, but I'm just going to tell you that I was told by an APA expert here at the San Diego campus that we actually want to use the works cited version of this. I don't know what the difference is, but she said that's the proper way. So use works cited, then just to keep this proper, we type in references.
It looks no different.
I know, but I'm just telling you. And then we want to center that. In APA, that references should be centered. I'm just trying to help you out in the future. Notice that I didn't have to do anything. And I'm telling you right now, I'm so mad that I didn't know about this for so long, because I've spent hours doing these pages. And it's done. We are finished with our bibliography like that. Okay? This is something that's taken people years of their lives when we combine all the time together. You know, people just wasting time doing this. Yes?
I don't have the APA 6.
That's all right. We're going to get to that after class here.
I was going to say, if you don't, you can use the citation machine.net.
You could, but see, citationmachine.net, you got to type them all in, and then it spits it out. If we use Word to do it, Word has it in there, it will cite it right, and it will put it in our bibliography if we use it. That's why everybody likes Citation Machine, but I really recommend using Word.
Well, I would definitely like to use that. I mean, you could make it easier, but
We just have to add a little file to your library, and it'll be in there.
I know this is totally off topic, but for the spring break flyer, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're talking a little quiet, but
We just make it. We just do our own thing, right? Like we don't have anything that we go and press in. We just make the picture. We pick our own picture and okay. Just making sure. And we say our own text body, right? Okay.
well, I think it says what you're supposed to put in the flyer,
Oh, it's okay.
and you just want to make it look and have whatever you want to.
Okay.
Okay, so we've done that. Now there is the last thing you're going to want to do if you use something like this. Notice that it still highlights, like it can be changed. It updates. see if we go through and we add some more citations, we'd want to come back and click update and it would change everything to whatever it is. But right before we're done, we want to just come down and say convert bibliography to static text, and that makes it so this isn't an updatable field anymore. It's there, but we, it helps Word look at it better for us. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so lost.
No, what's going on?
I'm lost. You're not lost.
We created a new page,
She's got that.
I have that.
She's
and then
also
you're gonna
got the
just go to
works.
references and you just click bibliography, works cited. Okay, then you're not lost. You're really close.
Works cited just needs to be changed to
You just change it to references and then you send her it. That's all you do. We type that in.
Oh, never mind. You got it.
I knew you weren't lost.
I'm good.
Now, we're getting some powerful tools and we've only got 7 minutes. One of my favorite things ever to use in a word processor or on the internet is copy and paste. So we have this little magical kingdom I like to call the cloud of the clipboard. The clipboard on our computers is just magical fairy dust sitting out in RAM. And if we go up to copy, what does it do? Does anybody use copy paste? Anybody not use copy paste? Good. So we all pretty much know. So when I hit copy, it's going to keep it out there, and when I hit paste, it's going to put it wherever I ask it to. Does anybody know what the difference is between cut and copy? Jen,
Because you cut it and it's gone.
it pulls it off.
Away.
How many times can we paste a cut?
I don't know.
That's a trick question because you can paste as many times as you want. As long as it goes into the clipboard, it becomes like a stamp. We can stamp it every time we hit paste. It'll just paste it. Okay, whether it's been cut or it's been copied. If I'm doing a paper, I typically like to say cut because it moves it, and then when I come back up here, I'll hit paste, and it just, I've just rearranged my 2 paragraphs without having to do much to it. But the keyboard shortcuts for copy, to copy something. Anybody know the keyboard shortcut? Control C to paste it.
Control P.
No.
V is in Victor.
That's print.
I got you, didn't I?
That's print.
To cut it.
I'm testing all you guys.
Control C.
To cut something. Control double Z. No, I'm just kidding. It's Control X. Control X is cut. So that will pick something up.
Like scissors.
Exactly. It's the cut. So we have all 3 of them right next to each other. X, C, and V. Those are probably on the test somewhere.
You can always undo if you make a mistake.
And you can always hit Control Z and it will do that. Another thing that I find hugely powerful in Word is the find feature. If we're looking for something like I'm writing a paper. In fact, I have a great story about this. I'm writing this paper about Walmart. My professor tells me the day before I'm supposed to turn it in that what drives him absolutely crazy is that people that spell Walmart with W-A-L-M-A-R-T. Because it was spelled like that originally, but they changed their name to W-A-L-M-A-R-T. Well, I've just written a 30-page paper with W-A-L-M-A-R-T through the entire thing. I think there was like 256 references of the thing, right? So I'm like, I don't want to do that.
You did a find and replace.
I did. So we can do a Control F for find, pulls up this navigation window. And if I wanted to find all the references of Wii, like for the Nintendo Wii in here, I just type it in. Look, it shows me really quickly over here. I can click to shortcut to it, or I can get to it right here. All references to Wii. And then if I want to replace those things, sorry I'm recording or I would stop. But if I would like to replace those things, I can just click this down arrow and go to replace. And what it comes up with, it says, okay, every time I see Wii, I want to put in the Nintendo, isn't it the Wii? Is it the new one? Isn't that the new one? Yeah, it's the Nintendo Wii. Wii U, whatever it is. We're going to call it the Nintendo Wii. So we're going to click replace all. So I did that really quick and it changed 256 times in my Walmart paper. Every reference of Wal-Mart to Walmart. Okay? And it tells us that it did it. This tool is really powerful, more than what we get into in this class, but we can click more. We can tell it if it's capitalized, to keep it capitalized. If it's not capitalized, capitalize everything from here on out. We can tell it to do these things. If it's just the first 3 letters of the word, change it to what I want. It's a really powerful tool to use and something that I use all the time when I'm writing a paper. Because if I'm in the middle of a 30-page paper and I'm like, wait, what was that section I was talking about, the leadership of Steve Jobs or something? I'll type leadership in and boom, boom, boom. It shows me all the references. and then it helps you just get through and find things really quickly in the document. So find and replace. If you want to find, it's Control F. If you want to find and replace just automatically, it's Control H. As in, holy cow, I can replace it right now. No, I didn't. So, if you'd like to go to a particular page, you can. You can just go down here and click on this this page button down here. And up here it says go to. I can go to a section down here at bottom left. It's the page 1 of 2. Right now I only have 2 pages, but I can say take me to page 1. Click enter and it takes me there. Do things. Oh, and we're running out of time, but I love this feature. I do this all the time where I'll start writing. I'm like, and the person that talked to the other person and said to the person in the third person that you person need to do something, because I just have like a word that gets stuck in my head and I just keep writing it and I sound like an idiot, right? It comes out and I'm like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I keep using the same word over and over again. I sound like a moron. I really recommend make yourself sound like a moron when you're typing. Don't stop the process. Say person, person, person every time you want. And then what you do is you walk over here and you're like, I'm trying to make this point. So, or unknown. Maybe unknown wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I can right mouse click it and go up to synonyms. And it gives me a list. And I cannot tell you how many times I've just gone down the list and picked each next word. Yeah, you're like, so the unidentified and indefinite, mysterious, strange, and unfamiliar, nameless. You know, every time you have that reference, and all of a sudden, instead of sounding like an idiot, you sound very articulate. You sound like you know every word that relates to the unknown word. So, yeah, it's so true. So this is a really cool tool that Microsoft's given us that's very easy to use. Okay? I have to pause right there because we've got to talk really quick before we leave. That's pretty much everything we've gone through. Same thing as printing and everything.